delayed, deferred, but not dropped when it
That's
comes
it.
to your clients and others with regard to technologies? What will drive decision making and towards what kind of technologies? Because we are already seeing some evidence of that. What's your own assessment?
So if you were to just step up a minute, then you're basically, when you talk to the CXO suite, you're talking about cost transformation, you're talking about business transformation, and you're also talking about long-term investments for growth. Now, when we discuss cost transformation, so Europe, the most of the storyboarding is now around cost transformation. When you go and talk to the clients in Asia, we are now talking about more business transformation continued or digital transformation. Uh, I think when you go to the clients in Middle East, we are talking about growth transformation. That means, can they add another adjacency to the business?
Okay.
Can my clients acquire other businesses? And how do we integrate them together?
So the European cost transformation is like akin to cost cutting or consolidation. What does that mean, really?
So cost transformation has various elements. I mean, sometimes it is slowing down on the non-profitable business. Cost transformation at times also means is changing your geographic mix or changing your employee mix, or sometimes it is also about changing your product mix because you need to do your yield management. So I do believe that cost transformation is basically taking into account that you built your business assumptions on a certain principles, whether they are growth or whether they are about, the business of takes. And now today you have to align yourself to the new realities and the new costs.
Okay. One of the features of Indian IT, and this is something that a lot of executives have been telling us about, is its ability to deploy at massive scale and obviously at cost. And when it comes to the low price capabilities, have they been impacted by what's been happening in the last year or so?
You know, Indian IT probably grew on the high availability and lower costs. I don't think that's going away. Uh, More important is focus of Indian IT, and particularly I can say about Tech Mahindra, is about value creation. Now, value creation clearly means is that you're talking to a client about launching a new service in metaverse and creating an alternate dealer network. Now, that's just an example. Talking to an education company and talking about setting up alternate way of teaching or classrooms. So I think the basics have not changed, but a narrative has changed dramatically because now we are now discussing in a language which is more business oriented and which also talks about how to deploy resources to get end results. It doesn't matter whether you're in media
Yeah,
and you're driving digital consumption.
right.
Now, when you drive digital consumption, you don't throw in that I will put in 10 bodies and, do your Web 3.0.
Okay. I don't want to ask you about too many business metrics, but the one metric do want to ask you about is your own outlook about how you're going to ramp up, or what's your hiring outlook really for 2023?
I mean, the only reason, Siddharth, I don't reply to this is because Indian IT is used to converting hiring into a forecast. And we don't give guidance, and it's a group policy
I
of not
appreciate
giving
that.
guidance. So all I can tell you is that earlier hiring was higher because attrition was higher. Now hiring will be lower because attrition is going to be lower. And number third is there is a degree of automation. Ultimately, AI and automation are maturing every day that when we talk.
But is it easier for you as a company to hire in what we hear from a lot of tech leaders like you, a challenging hiring environment, at least till some time ago?
I mean, we addressed it. I mean, Tech Mahindra particularly opened 10 new delivery centers in tier 2 cities to address this challenge. We also address the challenge that hybrid working model is here to stay. So go closer to somebody's home if you want them to be engaged with you. So Vijayawada or Warangal, that was the strategy. The third part is that there will always be unique skills like quantum computing, blockchain, Web 3.0, metaverse, where
you'll still have to pay top dollar.
right, or you need to invest for a few months more to get them ready and make them ready for the market.